Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be building a Wimshurstmaschine. A Wimshurstmaschine is a static electric generator, so it's basically a high voltage, low current generator which doesn't use any magnets. I decided to make it mostly out of 3D printed parts because I tried to build it out of other materials and that horribly failed. Well, it doesn't like blow up or anything, but it didn't work. So, let's go over all the parts. Or the things here. We need some copper tape. Well, I'm using copper tape. You can also use aluminum tape, or you can use aluminum foil and a glue stick if you want. Then you're going to need some cables. Going to need a chassis. I don't know what it's called. This wooden here. Then you need some 3D printed parts. You need 2 little ball bearings. I took those from a fidget spinner. And that's that. The first step you're gonna wanna do is take those two tooth gear looking gears and put a piece of the foil you're using onto each one of those leaves. So that now with all of the copper added, it should look like this. Now you get this part. This is just pushed into here, and then a ball bearing is pushed into the hole in the middle. So that it looks like this. So then we do the same thing with another one. Then we push both of them onto this axle. Again, like this. Next we assemble the frame. It looks like this triangle, and we need to put those 2 like pieces onto the bottom because I couldn't fit the whole thing into my 3D printer. Basically we just push those in here and hit them down. Now it looks like this. Then we again repeat this with a second one. Now all of those pieces need to be put together. We start by pushing this right into the hole up here. Like this. Then this axle needs to go into the downer hole. We need to put both of those, the smaller wheels, onto this axle. Like this. Then we can put the second half of the frame on. We first need to align it with the smaller hole, the bottom, then with the bigger hole at the top. This can be a bit finicky for me. And there we go. So now need to use some wool like this to connect the downer case to the upper gears. This is how this should look. It's important that at one side you twist it up so that if the downer axle turns one way, the upper two turn in opposite directions. Both of these pieces are attached up here using a bit of hot glue, like this. Now the last thing we need to do is wire everything up. So up here and down at those points, there needs to be a wire which touches the plates directly, and at those side points needs to be a wire which does not touch the plates directly. With the addition of wires here and here and on the other side of the wheel to collect the produced electricity, those are not actually going to touch here. That's important. This whole thing is complete. So spinning those wheels in opposite directions should now produce a measurable voltage. Okay, now to test the whole machine, I needed to switch the camera view up a bit so I can have one hand to hold the cable and one hand to turn those wheels. Now I stood one of the wires up with two crocodile clamps so I can bring the other one close to see how much of a gap it can arc across. So let's spin it up. And let's bring it close. Okay, so now the spikes we are getting from the thing are really tiny, so I turned off the light and zoomed in on the wire, so you can hopefully now see them in the recording. So let's spin this thing up. And then let's try for some spikes. Yeah, we're getting some. They're tiny though, which was foreseeable because usually a generator like this would have two Leyden jars, which are an early form of capacitor, or to build up higher voltages. But it does work, which I think is really cool. If you found this video informational, well, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel.